everyone. Welcome to the March meeting for the Texas Association of Professional Bee Removers. In attendance, we have Charlie Agar, VP. We have Mark Lockhart, our Education Director, Chris Barnes, Membership Director, and Rex Smith, President. And currently have no other, Moto Stylist. That's Mark going off and on. No one else is attending the meeting at this time, so absent we have Brittany Fetterman as our treasurer and Ed Besa, our secretary, who will get caught up by video later. So there's our roll call. I think I saw that Ed had updated the meetings minutes from last month on the online, but I have not looked at them.
He did.
So really,
I looked at them. They looked good. I motion to approve. Do we need to read them off or
no?
No,
We never. He reads them off just to have something to do. So.
okay.
But we don't necessarily need to read them because they are available on the Google Drive for us to review and we can approve.
I think he should be applauded for the good work he does there. It's
Absolutely
nailed it. Totally nailed it.
All right. Well, I second approving our meeting minutes from last month. All right. Motion passed to approve last month's meeting minutes.
Yes.
All right, so that's Secretary's report. That's number 2. Okay. Treasurer's report. Brittany gave us a quick message just a few minutes ago. Let me pull it up on our. Oh, I'm going to leave that old group. Okay, Brittany says professional mover level. We have Tara Rosenkrantz, Carlos Hernandez, B. Mandan, and Brent Bennett, who she's received payments for. And then swarm capture level, Cheryl's Delights. I don't know who Cheryl's Delights is.
that is Cheryl Wilkins in Van Vleck, Texas.
Van Black.
Van Vleck. She's down on the coast somewhere, so it's like
Okay.
Atacasta, Brazoria, and Matagorda counties. And she's just as a swarm level member.
Right. Well, I presume that means that we have another $275 in our coffers at some point. I'm guessing that's probably PayPal.
Yeah, I think it's in PayPal.
Okay. I don't know what our bank balances are at the moment. Brittany's got all that, so she can get us updated at our next meeting. Do we have anything else that needs to be covered for treasurer?
Revisiting minutes for our business from last month about the IRS.
Oh yeah, yeah,
That's kind of treasurer's thing.
absolutely.
I have tried calling this Max DeWald in Ohio like about 6 or 7 more times. He did try to call me one time back, and for some, I guess I was in the shower or something. I didn't hear my phone ring. So we have not made contact yet.
Okay.
And I still try and call the main IRS number, their 800 number, and you go through the menu system only to hear, all our agents are busy, try again another day. Click. So I don't know what somebody's supposed to do if they need to get a hold of the IRS. But unfortunately, I still have this one guy's number. So, and I just keep leaving him voicemails.
Okay. Well, doing what we can do.
Yeah.
So we'll put that on business to carry forward.
My inclination is that we're supposed to file the postcard size 900 return with the IRS as a 506C or 506C 503C6 trade organization. And it's just like a business card size tax return. I think we should go ahead and file it, even though they don't think we're still 503c6 yet, because that's what the holdup with that is.
Yeah.
I think we
like
should
providing-
file it just in case.
Okay, yeah.
Um,
Should probably make a copy of that before it's mailed also and write down
Yeah.
what the date is that it's mailed, because
yeah, and
you know it's
probably-
gonna get lost.
put a number or put a copy of this letter from the IRS that I have with it saying, we have tried calling these people
Yeah,
about 20 times and never gotten through.
okay, yeah, that's a
Um,
good idea.
you know, they said they didn't receive additional information, but they never told us what additional information they were wanting. So I don't know what we're supposed to do with that.
You know, and typically the IRS sends a letter asking for, you know, official, you know, when you get phone calls from the IRS, that's when you are suspect of
Yeah.
a scam. So, but we know it's an associate, you know, it has to do with our association, so I don't know.
Well, and if you go to the IRS site, you can look up the nonprofits, and we're not listed there.
Oh, okay,
So that to me gives it some legitimacy that there's still
Right.
something wrong.
okay.
Am I up next?
Let's see. That is treasurer's business. Yeah, membership committee report.
Okay. Well, you kind of mentioned the 4 people we have to vote on now. It's well, actually, one of them we voted on last month.
Yeah, Brent
He
Bennett. we
just
did.
hadn't paid.
Yeah,
So he's already in. The other 3 people are Cheryl Wilkins, I'm sorry, who's the swarm capture, which doesn't need any vetting. And then 2 other people that are professional level. That's Carlos Hernandez out of Houston and Tara Rosecrans. Both of them opted for the grandfathered clause of naming board members. Let me see who Carlos named. He named me and Mark. And
Yeah.
I'm willing to say yes for him.
I am too.
Okay. And Tara Rosecrans named me and Brittany. Because she's in Austin, well, Round Rock, technically. So, membership committee, meaning me, recommends we approve all 3 of these people.
okay. I really don't know the work of any of them, so I don't have anything negative that I've heard of any of them. I've seen some of Tara's work on, that she's posted online. I noticed that Brent's been posting a lot on time.
Yeah,
online
he
this
has.
week.
Carlos, he's actually been in business for like 13 years. He's been around
Oh,
a long
was that
time.
Carlos Hernandez? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, he's been.
I'm
posting.
sure you've seen his
Yeah,
posts and stuff.
Absolutely, yeah.
I really didn't expect any big discussion on any of the 3 of these.
B-Man Dan.
Yeah. Oh, he finally paid and renewed. Yeah. That leaves us with only 2 people that were members last year that have not paid yet. Michelle Burst and Steve Butler. Steve Butler, I found out that his email address, the Steve at Company B,
Uh-huh.
I think he let that expire at GoDaddy because that domain doesn't exist anymore.
Oh, okay.
So I have a different email address from him, and I emailed him basically, hey, you need to renew. Here's how you can do it, but we haven't heard from him yet.
Maybe he'll make it to the B school again this summer.
Yeah, he should. He usually makes it to the B school, so we'll hit him up then. I have been. It's probably the Carlos and Tara both just signed up today.
Okay.
And it's because I've been using our Voldemort friend as a, hey, you guys really need to join to help us with this.
He is why we formed our organization.
Yes.
Brought us all together, gentlemen. I think that's a great thing.
See the unity he brought? Yeah. Mark and I have been having some fun discussions on another Facebook group, the national one,
Hmm.
with some
Yeah.
people from Florida that didn't know anything about it.
Well, I saw something posted in the commercial beekeeper group too about him.
Yeah. Well, I put the initial group in the commercial group for it, but
Okay.
that one didn't generate that much discussion.
Yeah.
But
Hey, speaking thereof, Rex, did you ever communicate with Dale Reichter?
I did not.
Oh,
I did
okay.
not. I've been working building stages this week, and today is actually my first day off. So
building
Yeah.
stages.
yeah, North Texas Irish Fest was this last weekend.
Oh,
We spent a
okay,
week building
okay.
stages, and then they had the weekend of event. And then
I thought there was a beekeeping thing.
no,
I
no.
was like,
One of the guys that owns the property, where I keep a lot of my bees for the last decade, he's a farmer, organic farmer, and he does stage building and stage sets. He used to do the set for Barney TV show and some other TV show. And so he's always worked in, television or media just as a set builder. And so he builds stages for events here in Dallas. And so building and striking the stages before and after events, I help him out when I can.
cool.
And this is like the only event that I ever can. And it's the time of year that I should be working my bees. So,
Yeah, it's like today I've done 2 interviews for the local news stations about it's swarming season. Here's why you shouldn't use a can of Raid on them. So, because I picked up my first 2 swarms Friday and then Saturday.
oh, wow. Yeah, I saw your pictures. We still probably have another 2-3 weeks here in Dallas before we start seeing.
These were pretty small. I was actually surprised that there was a queen in one of them.
I
So
think they were absconded.
I didn't even look for the queen in the other one.
I wonder if they were absconds instead of
They
swarms.
could have been because the second one is only like softball sized.
Oh, yeah.
And I just put a nuke box right next to them with I had 1 frame of honey that I sold from another hive, and I had just a little tiny squirt of Swarm Commander in the box, and they started moving off they were on a barbed wire fence. They started moving off the barbed wire fence into my box without doing anything. It's like I just set the box there and let them walk in.
Yeah.
That's the one that had that girl in the picture with it.
Right. Okay, well, let's get back to
Oh,
our
sorry,
meeting
yeah.
real quick. So is there anything else to add on to our membership committee report?
I don't think so.
Okay. All right, so anything for website update to report? Has there been any?
I've actually been working on it since it got cold this week.
Okay,
And
I did take the liberty of putting that button on right before the meeting. So if you want to refresh it and have a look, it's red
okay.
and big. But I'm open to, I just used, do you edit in Elementor? Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. That's what I just logged into Elementor. So you can,
Think we could move it down just a little bit because it's kind of hanging over some of the menu buttons.
oh, is it?
Yeah.
I can't even see a button. I see a little bit of red at the top.
I like the
Oh.
button. I like the way that it's got shadowed and everything.
I can move it down 1 sec.
Yeah, just move it down maybe.
I'll move it below the paragraph
Yeah, that would actually be a perfect spot for it.
because I didn't see how it looked.
Or between protecting the public and the paragraph, maybe?
Well, let me see here.
Because
Okay.
like I say, I don't even see, I just see a little bit of a red edge of red at the top.
I just saw that. I looked at it in mobile
Tim-
view and it doesn't really work. So I'm going to drag it down to the bottom and then
Okay.
I'll update
Oh,
it.
I bet that's why it's not working, because it's only the bottom part of the button that works.
Click to find the bee removal pro. There you go.
All right.
Yeah, I can just barely.
Okay, now the
see.
whole thing works.
Yeah, refresh your screen, Mark.
Yeah, okay, perfect.
Oh, there, good.
Okay, perfect. I like that.
Cool.
I might even, I was thinking about redesigning this whole page right here. And I may just get rid of the public info part at the top and put everything through that button for the public. If that sounds all right.
Yeah, Ian was commenting, that's my son, that, the website needs to be, get the public stimulated to take some action, call,
Yeah, well, that big red button now should do that.
right.
And to note in our meeting that Ed Vesa, our secretary, has joined the meeting, so.
We approved your minutes already, Ed. And you're mute, Ed. There. Okay,
There
now
you
you're
go.
not mute. But we can't hear you.
Now you're muted again.
Uh-huh.
He's just slapping his lips.
Not,
He's practicing.
we see you talking, but nothing's coming through. He said crap.
Plug the microphone in.
Well, reboot your computer and come back to us.
Anyway, there is another part of the website that, and as soon as I get it working, that I found out how to ask for the two questions. Basically, is this a swarm or is this a colony? And then what county? I figured out how to do that, but it looks ugly right now. So I was just getting it working first. I'm gonna clean that up, and then I'll probably put that as where the click to find a bee removal pro. That's where that goes, so that they get those two questions first, and then they get a list of the people.
Oh, okay. So if I click Dallas County, I should get, yeah, there's the Dallas County people.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I like that.
There is a bug in it that I just talked to the person that wrote the plugin, and it's only showing the first 20 people. So if you just have it list everybody, it cuts off after you, Rex. It cuts off after you, so Ed doesn't get shown up.
Oh no! So even just a list.
That's something that I'm pretty sure as soon as I contact him about the specifics, he'll get that fixed tomorrow.
Okay.
That's a high priority item for him to fix that, I'm sure.
Hey, Chris.
Yeah.
When I go to the county selection screen, it gives the, colony or swarm, or then the third choice is which county in Texas.
Right. Yeah, that's being replaced with the other page that I'm working on.
Right.
Now that actually works.
Yeah, but like I'm trying to emulate that I've got a colony, and then I expect that the next question will be able to choose which county, but it doesn't give me that.
No. Right now, you have to go back to the same thing and go to the county. It gives you, like, let's say you say swarm.
Right.
And then it says, it'll change the page to say, these are the people that I need to redo the text in there. But it includes all the swarm people and the cutout people. But then if you click on that same thing and then put your county in, let's put like Waller County. Oh, it changes the first one to Waller County.
You've got a note on there saying these people only catch swarms. They do not do cutouts, but
yeah, I know that. Let me share the screen real quick.
It's an incorrect statement.
Yes, I know.
Okay.
Okay, so, did I share the wrong screen?
It's in the middle here.
Is it the one that says Steve Butler at the top?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, let me,
You can just maximize that.
yeah, all right.
We
Well,
share whole
I don't know if
desktop.
that
Oh,
helped. Okay. This is easy enough to change the text that shows up when you do swarm only. And it takes a second as soon as you select swarm only. Come on. Okay. Yeah, I just need to change the text right here. But this is the part that's not going to be the same. Basically, what I'm working on is for it to do
Like a decision tree.
well, yeah, it basically asks both questions and then they hit submit. Yeah, that's not it either. It's right.
See, I thought that
we
everyone was
go.
going to be listed, but at the
Yeah,
same time,
it's almost this one right here.
just a designation as to whether they do cutouts also, or because we don't want it to exclude the people who do cutouts.
No, and it doesn't. And
Okay.
it's not, you get the right list, it's just describing it incorrectly.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like if you select swarm and then hit search here, you see like it lists
Everyone's on the
Charlie
list.
and Tony and me, and basically it still lists everybody because people that do cutouts also do swarms. But if you were to go in and say colonies, then the people who do swarms are taken out of it.
Right.
But right now you can only pick either that question, one of these two, or the county. And it's not giving me the option to do both of them at the same time, which
Right.
is really what it needs to do.
Right.
But that's what this other page over here, let me go back to the help me page. See, I told you this page looks really ugly, but it asks the first question, and then I'm going to put a second one down here where what colony you're in, and then it'll have a button just that says search. So nothing will happen until they pick both of them and they click search. And it
Yeah.
gives them a combination of swarm or colony and then the county. Does that make sense?
I think so.
Okay.
But remember, one of the choices is the question, what county are you in?
Right.
You know, I mean, you could select that as your choice of county.
And that's what the next box is going to be down here. It's just not here yet.
Okay.
I figured out how to get the first one on here, but not the second one yet. But the plugin that I've got does that. I just have to figure out the short code that it uses to do it.
Okay.
I think that was totally confusing.
Yeah.
It's good to see some progress on that. I appreciate that very much.
Yeah. I had a question. I don't know how to get to the Google documents. I don't know how to use it.
Okay. I will show you real quick.
Okay.
Okay, let me share the screen. Share the screen right here. All right. Just a blank Google screen.
Right.
Up in the address bar up here, just put drive.google.com. And you know what? Before I do that, I'm going to log out of Google so that it doesn't know that I'm in.
Okay.
Okay. So now, first thing I'm going to do is go to drive.google.com. And it's going to want me to log out. And you know what? I'm going to actually log in from another screen. Hang on. I'm going to do this because instead of using this account, I'm gonna use the same one like everybody else does. Okay. Okay, share screen, share this one. Okay. I'm logged into this Google account with my personal account, just chrisbarnes@gmail.com. So when I go to drive.google.com, it's going to show me my personal files right here.
Uh-huh.
But if you click over here where it says shared with me,
Okay.
then if I scroll down, I'll see all of the files,
It's in the
but
lower
there's a
right.
folder right here called TXAPBR.
Ah, all right.
That's
Got
the
it.
whole thing. So there's the minutes, the bylaws, administrivia, bookkeeping stuff, website information, meeting agendas, the membership, insurance.
Where's
Articles.
membership? Where's membership?
For this right here, that's a folder for membership. So we can look at all the applications pending, approved applications, rejected, membership letters, the actual membership list that we use is
Oh,
this
I
spreadsheet
got
right
it.
here.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. I don't know why some things I'm
That's
smart.
actually
some
last
things
year's
I'm-
membership. Here's this year's.
Yeah.
And hey, speaking of membership, it's something that I forgot to talk about earlier.
Uh-huh.
I do tentatively have our new membership letter to send out to new members
Okay.
completed. I was the only person who put a little bio, so I took my bio back off and I just listed us as the
Oh,
directors. And it's just a short and sweet letter saying, hey, welcome to the club. As we grow and have the resources, our website's gonna improve and we'll have the ability to show the counties you're in and such. If you need business insurance, here's a couple of companies that we use. I gave the two contacts that we know of for Citadel and for Texas Insurance or Central or whoever that was that you gave us, Chris.
yeah.
And
Well, Texas Insurance, I think, just as a reseller for Citadel.
or
Aren't they?
for Central.
Oh, for Central, that's right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Citadel is completely different.
Okay.
That Ed and I use, yeah. Did you ever get your voice working, Ed?
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Yeah.
Yay!
All right.
Yeah.
I had this awesome removal today. It was at a 2-story level on a wall. And I had to take off like 1x6 treated boards. And they were all like, what's that? Those nails with the ridges on them. Shanked.
Yeah.
Ring
Ring,
tank.
Oh.
ring shanked, yeah. So it was tearing up the wood, but it was all right because the customer is going to replace it anyway. So I just ended up cutting it. But there was a little pocket underneath there where the cap of the wall was, and I couldn't like cut it without really damaging it. So the queen was up in there, and I accidentally jacked her. But she was like an Italian. The colony was just huge. It was just a beautiful colony. I was just so bummed about that. And I was like,
Maybe they'll make a fresh queen out of some comb or out of some.
I hope so. I hope so. So we'll see. Anyway, that was my day in a nutshell. That's why I'm running late.
So our membership letter, what format is going to be best to send that out? Chris, should we email that out? Should I make a PDF out of it? What do you think?
Well, we have the two Google groups now.
Just put that as
that
the
are
text.
basically,
Yeah.
and I've been making sure as people join to make sure that they get added to either the Swarm Google group or the professional Google group.
Okay. I think what I'll do is I'll go ahead and send an email to both groups then.
Okay.
With that as the text in both emails.
Okay.
And so all of us that are in both groups, we're going to get those emails, but it's really meant for the members who.
Yeah. Oh, well, the only people in both groups are us, the board members.
Right.
So,
So that'll be the welcome letter for everyone. Once these people that we approve today are on the list, can those be put on tonight or?
yeah.
And just let me know when they've been added in and then I'll
I
send them.
might do it during the lull when other people are talking during the meeting.
Okay.
Have y'all had the membership committee report already?
Yes.
Oh,
We had 3 new members, 1 sworn person, and then 2 professional. 1 was Tara Rosecrans, 1 was Carlos Hernandez.
oh, Carlos finally joined. Yes.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. I told everybody else that today, as I've seen people on Facebook, I would just message them saying, hey, Voldemort's show starts tonight.
Sideshow Bob.
Yeah.
So as somebody said, it's always good to have somebody bringing us together as a group. I think Charlie said that.
Yeah.
That just maybe I do need to update my letter also to, to remind folks that we also watchdog legislation,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a
try to
good
make
idea.
sure that our industry is either represented the way we want to be represented or doesn't get legislated, needlessly.
Yes. Wow, I didn't know that that this my favorite thing about him is his complete lust for power. He's always trying to have some type of, now he's got official title.
Yeah.
He gave himself.
An official title, the
That
czar.
he gave himself.
Czar.
Yes.
Yeah, I was gonna say he gave it himself.
I know. I know.
But-
Well, I was telling them that I actually did 2 TV interviews today for the local news station.
Really?
Just about swarms. So the interview had nothing to do with the Discovery show, thank God. But I did talk to the reporters and I said, yeah, this guy is pretty much the most hated beekeeper in the state of Texas.
Was this before the interview or after the interview?
That was before the interview. I said,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Well, he's like
So-
Putin. Putin's brought NATO together more than he could have imagined. It was his
exactly.
worst nightmare, the law of unintended consequences.
Guys, we just also remember that our meeting is being recorded, so.
Oh, we haven't mentioned names.
Yeah. No keywords here.
No. Okay. We'll go back to the meeting part then.
Yeah.
Now that we've totally lost track of where we were.
No, I think what you did was you just gave an intro to our education chair because you talked about doing some PR on with the news station.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Well, okay, PR chair. You want to talk about the B School in Brenham?
Well, let's see what Mark's got for the education
Yeah.
chair first.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I haven't done anything. I'm
Okay.
sorry.
All right, so who would like to speak about Brenham and what else is going on this summer?
Well, I did get word back from the guys that run the B School in Brenham, and they said, sure, we're happy to give y'all vendor space.
Wow.
So we're in.
And what's the date on that one?
The 26th, like 2 weeks from Saturday.
Oh,
Does
okay.
it cost us anything?
Nope.
What?
They didn't tell me it cost us anything. But I'm sure
Oh.
they would have. So
Okay.
Was the banner ever found or looked for?
One of you guys has it.
I think
not
it's
me.
me. Hang on, let me mute myself real quick and I'll get my wife to look.
I thought you took it, Rex.
No, I didn't.
I will be teaching about bee removal, the sort of the same, something similar to the presentation I gave at TBA at the bee school. So I'll obviously mention our organization.
Tell everybody to go sign up at the table.
sign up now or else
Sign up now,
I'll kick
or else
your
you're gonna get
butt."
legislated on.
Yeah,
Ugh.
or else you're gonna
So,
have to become
what
a
day
pest
is it?
control company.
Is it the
Saturday.
27th? The
Saturday,
Saturday?
the 26th.
26, okay.
And
Yeah, I
that's in
might be able to
Conroe.
make it. My son has a track, meet, so.
Oh, that'd be great.
yeah.
And there's one that I'm going down for and doing a panel discussion on removals. I think that was in May.
Is it in East Texas?
No, it's, let me look on my messages on Facebook from, who's president of TBA right now?
Ashley Ralph?
Ashley, yeah, Ashley sent me.
Oh, that might be the summer clinic. I think that's in June.
Yeah, okay, so I think it is a summer clinic. Let me double check though and make sure. Ralph. Come on. I guess being on video call, it's June 25th in Conroe.
Yeah, that's the summer clinic.
And I agreed to do that. I'm going to be on the panel discussion. She wanted me to teach a class too, and I really don't know what I'd teach. I haven't thought about it. June's middle of my
What,
season.
a class on cutout or bee removals?
Yeah, I don't feel like doing a class on removals.
Well, you could always just do it on, here's why you should join our association.
So
Tomorrow I might feel better about it, but right now I just don't feel like it. Maybe when I'm more in the mode of doing removals instead of in winter mode and waiting for our sleet and snow to stop.
yeah,
I think they got forecasts more snow for us this Friday, so.
Snow up
Yeah.
in Dallas?
Do what?
You got snow up in Dallas?
Yeah, we got about an inch of sleet yesterday, and then Friday is forecast for snow.
No way.
Yep.
Wow.
shouldn't we be getting trying to get members that haven't done removals yet but want to learn? Or are we expecting that that's going to start off with swarm catchers and then that they'll move up?
I mean, yeah, there's some people that have talked to us about, I know that I've talked to them personally, who they're brand new into beekeeping, but they're basically doing the same thing I did. They're too cheap to go buy packages, so they're doing cutouts to get their own bees.
Right.
Yeah, that's how I got started, and I imagine that's how a lot of people get started. But yeah, I've tried to talk to them about joining the association, and you know, that's what we want to have the educational aspect for.
Yeah.
I think a route that we've also had talked about when forming the organization was the possibility of those who are members being mentors for people who want to learn in their areas. So it means, you know, being willing, and for me, that's a hard stretch, is being willing to have someone come and knowing that they're going to be your competition, you know, not too far down the road in doing the training for them. So that's a personal mental struggle that I've had, but the more I do removals, the more I'm okay with passing that on to the next generation, you know?
There are times that somebody calls me out to look at a removal and I go, yeah, I really don't want to do that one. Call Steve Butler. He's your guy.
The guy who taught me quit. He got married and his wife said no more bees, and he listened. So he taught me and walked away. A guy's named Russell up in Martindale, and he started sending me all his people, all his calls. I was
Oh,
like,
wow.
you
Yeah.
jerk. I think now.
Is that gonna last?
Yeah, right. How could Yeah.
I want like people like Jennifer Scott to join so I feel better about sending her referrals because I don't want to go down to Stafford or A-Leaf to do removals. It's
I would
too
love to
far
have
to
Jennifer Scott. She does some good work.
I have tried contacting her 3 or 4 times, and she's never like told me no, but she just doesn't reply to my messages.
Mark, I told you
Mark,
we
I do
had-
A-Leaf and I do
Yeah.
A-Leaf in Stafford.
Oh, Ed, you do?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
I think we still need Jennifer though, just because
absolutely.
she's such a big name, and I mean everybody that knows her likes her, and I mean I think we need her.
I'll
Yeah.
bring her in.
Good
I'll bring
man.
her in. Yeah, I'll bring her in.
I think Brittany ought to talk to her. I don't know. I have a suspicion that, she's in competition with men that, she doesn't want.
She really likes me.
She does? Okay. You're in touch.
She sends me work all the time.
Oh, really? Okay, good. Good. Let's see.
All right. So anything else on the summer agenda for classes or schools or anything that we know of? So we've got June 25th in Conroe. We've got March 26th in Brenham.
September 24th in Bryan College Station.
Have we talked to TBA about having booths at their vendor booths at
You
the
mean-
summer conference and the summer convention and the convention in the fall?
We have yet.
I haven't, but Ashley's in my hometown, so I will
I thought that was
definitely.
good. That's how you hooked me in.
Yeah, I'll definitely get Ashley to make sure that we have a booth at both places.
Hey, can we get a table again? We'd love to have a table
Yeah.
again. Yeah. Since we are a TBA associated club now.
Yeah, and I think we really keep the communication open with TBA as much as we can.
Yeah.
Just as far as the legislative stuff in particular, but just our business in general.
Okay.
I got off the lease, so I'll be there this fall. Got too many irons in the fire to go hunting this year.
Hey, since I haven't really done anything, I'll be willing to volunteer the table at Brenham.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
Chris, did you find the,
Yes, I have the banner.
all right. Fantastic.
And all the new members are now in the mailing list.
Okay. I will get that emailed after we get off the meeting then. I'm gonna send out, Ed, I don't know if you heard or not, but I'm gonna send out the welcome letter to all our new members that have joined, and then as they join in the future, I'll send it out to them individually.
Nice.
So I'll send one bulk one out tonight.
You gonna send it like a PDF form, or you gonna send it like in a printed letter?
Just an email.
Oh, an email. Okay.
Yeah, it'll be email text. So
Nice.
What do you guys think about clubs are always looking for guest speakers for their monthly meetings?
yeah,
What do you think about sending something to the clubs saying, hey, we're willing to come and talk to y'all about cutouts and removals as long as you let us plug the association while we do it?
oh, and the answer is going to be yes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Because they're always looking for speakers. That's whoever
Um,
their speaker coordinator is.
Well,
big
one of
and
the
easy to
things,
show.
yeah, well, one of the things I think we need to keep in mind, especially when you're talking to a club where not everybody is really doing cutouts, but the fact that we have the swarm level remover or the swarm level of membership. So,
Yeah.
and what that does is that gets them in the contacts list so that they can get contacted when people have swarms.
Right.
I know that there's a lot of people that's why they paid the $35 to taste, was not because they do cutouts, because people look at that when they
Yeah.
have forms.
Just to get on the list. to
Just
get-
to, I mean, it's $35, which is cheap advertising for a year.
Yeah.
You know, I think that's one of the things that if we talk to clubs, we need to push. Mark, would you mind heading that part up since you're the education person? Like just
Yeah,
contacting all the clubs, telling them that anybody on our board would be willing to go talk. I assume we all would, right? I would. I mean, clubs generally like to get people who are closer rather than, you know, driving halfway across the state.
And that's why it's good that we have a diverse geographic region, you know, for our board of directors too.
Right.
You know, so that we can represent the state as a whole. You know, we're missing West Texas, but
Yeah.
I know Kim Townsend's always out there doing removals in Lubbock. So
Charlie, do you already have a presentation that do you have a presentation on doing removals that you just for just general like clubs?
Oh, yeah. I'll go talk to any club.
Well, what I was thinking for those of us who may not have a presentation readily available,
I'd be happy to share it. I'll
steal
throw it on
yours?
Dropbox. It might be, some of it's,
well, can it be made so it's not specific to you?
yeah,
So
let me
it's
see if I
more
can
of
do
a-
that. Let me see if I
more-
can do that. All right, yeah. Let me take and make something that's branded with our stuff. How's that?
Okay,
I'll put that on my list.
all right.
Yeah,
We'll put
we
it
can
up on
put it
the
on-
Google Drive so all of us can get to it.
And I don't want to make more work, but the other thing, I had a question about how we communicate with members. Do we do any kind of, are we using MailChimp or any of these or Constant Contact or anything like that?
Just the Google Groups email list.
The Google Groups email. Okay.
I have a PowerPoint on transitions. And what I mean by that, taking them from a colony back into a swarm, into a colony again. That's part of the cutout that a lot of people that talk about cutouts don't ever mention. They say, oh yeah, just this is how you tear out bees. But they don't tell you what to do with them once you get them.
Once you get them
And
home.
What's that?
Yeah, once you get them home.
Once you get them home, or once you get them to the farm or wherever they're going to go. So I did a presentation for Hayes County a few months ago. Brittany asked me to do it, and so I was like, heck yeah, and I got $50. So, and I did plug TXA PPR, but it wasn't like I was like really pushing it or anything like that. I was just saying that we had formed, and we're looking for removers and swarm captures and stuff. So, but we
Well,
should have like
I
we
guess-
should have like
I guess since I'm the membership guy, I'm a little slanted toward using it as pushing for memberships.
pushing it for using it to push for membership.
Yeah, basically using the presentations as a membership drive opportunity. That's how I look at it more than anything. But I mean, other people are probably going to look at it from a different viewpoint.
Right. Well, now that we're a little bit more focused and organized, I think that if we have like a certain like pitch that you want us to put into our presentation, then that's a no-brainer. I just don't know exactly how you would want us to present the whole, you know what I'm saying?
Probably just outlining the benefits of membership.
Uh-huh.
You know, that it's cheap advertising to get on a swarm list. There's several things listed on the website. I don't remember them all off the top of my head.
Yeah, the website has the reasons to join.
Yeah, that's probably
Right.
the best place to look. But
But when I'm, you know, if I'm doing a presentation, the PowerPoint, I'm basically going to be selling TXA PBR. So it's like, you know, I guess the benefits and, yeah, the exposure and everything like that. but just being, I guess, being a part of a collective that is really pushing to, make this more of our thing and not just blowing in the wind.
Yeah.
Add some legitimacy.
Hey, Ed, did you ever write your article on swarm traps?
Yeah, I'm 2 paragraphs into it.
Okay.
I totally blew it, Chris. Saturday, I blew it completely. And I was so distraught last night after I finished the minutes. I started grinding out. I've got 2 nice paragraphs, but I've got a few more sections to go through.
Uh-huh.
And then my only other thing was photos and stuff. Like, I've got really great photos, but I think they're on the cloud and I've got to download them or something. I don't know, but God, I had some really great.
I completely forgot about it until you just mentioned it just now.
Yeah.
So
I hadn't forgotten about it. I just been lollygagging it still. Sorry.
I was just curious the status.
No, thank you. Yeah, call me out anytime. I need it bad.
Well, I
As if
don't
you
know
had
that
more to do,
Get
you
called
know?
out.
I don't know that first article that I wrote for TBA ever actually got published by them or not.
Oh, did it have pretty pictures?
Well, no, it was just text. I didn't send a picture. Yeah.
And if you format that thing with pretty pictures and then you just drop
Well,
them
I
in.
didn't see a lot of pictures in any of the other articles that they were publishing though.
Oh, okay.
So
Do they print a lot of pictures or is it just like,
not a lot. I mean, there might be
lot?
one per article.
oh, okay, wow.
But yeah, an article like yours where you're actually showing swarm traps,
Yeah.
it might require more pictures than other
Yeah.
articles.
Yeah, I mean, I briefly talk about, the whole like complex, portable nuke box that you can set up. I talk about that and you can go for it. You can, spend that kind of money or whatever, or you can do the more economical and affordable in it. Then I just kind of share my process as to how I came about it. Because when I first started, it was part of my service because people were like, what do I do if I'm just going to keep getting bees? And I'm like, well, there's one way to mitigate it. Let's put swarm traps up. So I started offering swarm trap service, which they pay $125 flat. And when the bees get in the swarm trap, they call me and then I come get them at night. And then that's it. If they want to continue, they pay another $125. They get a brand new trap, everything. So, but they're not buying a trap; they're buying the service.
Yeah, yeah.
Is that for a 1-year service or is that for what?
No, I've got people that I haven't seen 3-4 years. If they ever call me, but basically if I get $125 and never see them again, I'm okay with that because that more than pays for the swarm trap itself.
Yeah, it did. And it almost pays for your gas to get out there now.
Exactly. I'm gonna have to go up to $250, just a nightmare out there, especially when you're pulling a trailer.
Oh
my
yeah.
Mark's
Oh,
blowing his
my God.
nose.
Gasoline. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna finish that article and it's gonna be awesome.
Okay, cool.
No. But also, yeah, I do have that PowerPoint presentation and I could, can you just drop a PowerPoint into the folder?
Yeah.
Really? Awesome. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do a little tweaking on it, but yeah, I'm gonna share that with the group
Yeah,
too.
there's a folder there just for articles, so just dump it in there.
I'll share it with the education director.
Well, if you put it in the articles, all of us will have access to it.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
All right. Well, do we have any new business to discuss that anyone can think of?
I don't have new business. Well, last month you
Well, that we
mentioned,
haven't covered already.
yeah, no. Last month you had mentioned that it might be good for us to have like a beekeeper chat where we talk about, not as part of a business meeting, but
yeah,
almost more of an
Charlie, yeah.
educational type thing where we get together and talk about some aspect of removals or swarms or whatever.
Shop talk,
Shop talk, yeah.
shop talk, baby.
Tips and tips.
I really like that idea. I don't want it to get fallen by the wayside. So I want to make sure that we're still thinking about doing that and maybe schedule something for it.
I think we should schedule it this like before our board meeting.
Well,
Yeah.
I was thinking that we might get more members to actually join us for that.
Well, I
And
also
if we
think
do it too early, we may not get many people.
right. So we'd have maybe push the board meeting later, but and it could be short. It could be half an hour and then
Yeah.
questions. And it goes back to what do you get as a member? So if I get a monthly, talk from Joe Schmo, awesome bee removal guy, and get some insights into the industry, man, that's an added bonus. And
Mhm.
it's not open to the public.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
Like that.
Yeah.
Okay. Something else for me to put in the letter tonight.
So do we want to,
do it the same day of the meeting before the meeting, or maybe the day before the meeting?
I think
I
it's
like
just
having
same-
it the same day personally.
Yeah, I think so too.
It's
Okay.
fewer days that we have to move other things away.
And I
We
also
already have
think we
Wednesday.
get some more participation in the meeting. So in my mind, voting board members are the ones who are going to conduct the meeting. So it'd be like being at a public meeting where we might open to comments and we might
Right.
get more, general feedback, but we conduct our business like we did this evening and then open up to new business and no ideas. And, we could get more people on committees, that kind of thing. So
That's exactly
it'd be-
what I was thinking for
it'd
that.
be a
Hey,
good
Boom.
Chris, have you ever hosted on Zoom with big groups or larger groups and know how to mute some folks and others not? Or y'all
I have
familiar with that?
not.
I've participated in a Zoom
Yeah.
in
I
which I was.
know who to
watching-
ask that has done that
Okay,
is Blake Shook, because that's what Texas Bee Supply does.
because they'll have, a couple of people as admins or moderators or something on.
Right.
Zoom.
That's all it takes.
They can
We,
talk.
we did it for the TBA, the convention when it was virtual. And we
Okay.
had a couple people who were just kind of like IT support. And we were watching for like things like Zoom bombers, just in case the password, but this is a password protected meeting. It's not open to the public. And so, and then there's ways to set up the meeting so that it's a question and answer but I think starting out, I don't think we'll need to do that. I think we'll let people join and
If
whoever's the
they've done
admin can actively mute people if they're, taking their phone
Mhm.
to the bathroom or something.
Yeah.
Which, speaking of which, right now, I think I'm the only admin of our Zoom meetings because we've been using the Brazos Valley Beekeepers Zoom account. Do we want the problem is I don't know how Zoom does stuff because everybody's got their own independent email addresses. So I don't know how we could have a Zoom account for just our association. I haven't even looked at Zoom accounts in like 2 years.
I have a Zoom account, my wife, for my wife's business. So I could host it. We could also, as an organization, buy a Zoom subscription. It's cheap.
Right.
Cheaper if you buy the year. It's like $10 a month or something. But I could offer up my Zoom account or.
Yeah. Well, I know that our club doesn't have any problems keep doing it like this. The problem is I can't
You
let
can't be
other
admin.
people be admins because they don't have a bvbeaks.org email address.
Well, I think for maybe as we get going with this open forum and our, like our shop talk, I think that's a great title. I think as it grows, we'll adapt and maybe we'll say, hey, we gotta
It's time for
Right.
us to get our own account. Yeah.
Chris,
Now,
Chris,
yeah.
don't we have our own email addresses with TXAPBR?
We do.
Why can't we use those?
They're just forwarding though, aren't they?
Yeah, those are just forwarding addresses,
It's
but
not-
actually,
Would it work?
they might. I don't like. I don't know enough about Zoom because I'm a Zoom user. I'm not really more than that.
Okay.
I haven't delved into it like other people have.
I mean, because now that we're, you know, we're cash positive, we should be able to, I mean, how much would it cost for us to have our own club Zoom account?
We
pay
still
for
owe
it.
Chris some money, so.
Well,
How much does it
Uh,
cost? Chris?
well, the nice thing about there is still the free one, but it's limited. Plans and pricing.
Yeah, the free one is.
The
only
one thing that we
45
really
minutes.
have been using is the cloud recording for the meetings, because cloud recording is a lot cleaner. You know, like if you ever, like when you do the YouTube videos and see that, it's
Yeah,
not skipping and buffering. If you
Right.
try to record locally, then you're dependent upon your ISP's connection.
right.
Yeah, let's see. The free one, I'm looking at it right now. You can host up to 100 people, which would be fine for now.
But 40 minutes.
40 minutes is the time limit. You could do one meeting. Okay, okay, that's really it's the time limit and the cloud recording. Well, and the $149 per year also lets you do social media streaming, which we're not using, but we could if we wanted to.
Oh, like stream on Facebook or something like that?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
And we have that ability to do it right now if we wanted to.
yeah, okay.
You know, and I know that some clubs, that's what they do so that people don't have to join a Zoom meeting. They just go to their club Facebook page.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of look forward to doing a shop talk too, so.
Me
All right.
too.
So are we going to do that next month?
Yes.
Who's the first one? Come on, step up.
Yep, let's do it.
Let's
Yeah.
call Voldemort. See if he
Well-
wants you.
He'll be our guest speaker.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
That was really bad.
Oh, man. So that's
Well,
gonna be,
I think it's exciting, the idea of talking, be removal people talking to be removal people, because so you
Oh,
can get
yeah.
granular, like Ed was saying about, you know, dude, just to talk about rehiving. I call them hiving them up, and how do you keep them? And
Actually, Ed, I think that might be our first good talk.
Boom. Let's do it. I got the
Rock on.
PowerPoint.
so Tuesday, April 13th is or Wednesday, April 13th, I think is our second Wednesday of the month.
Good.
Okay.
And it's a Wednesday, Mark, not a Tuesday.
It's all right.
He was the first person to try and join the Zoom meeting today.
I
Wednesday,
didn't
the
want to miss
13th.
it.
Okay. So we'll do the shop talk. Well,
Yeah.
Like
before,
from 6:30 to 7.
6:30 to 7, and then we'll have our board meeting, or
I think that sounds good.
That way we could segue right into the board meeting, because all members are invited, right?
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
That's be the best way to.
Yeah.
we don't have we have a Facebook group.
No, we have a
Yeah.
Facebook. Yes, a group, not a page.
Okay, do we want to start a page?
I think that might be a good idea. We kind of mentioned it a month
That way we
ago.
can control its contents too, and it can just be announcements or something instead of discussions.
Yeah.
And public facing, so we
Yeah.
can post, hey, come and join us, kind of thing. And
have a note to the public. Hey, if you've got a bee removal issue, here's our website with the list.
Right. Or you got a really bad removal that you're working on or about to do, and you need coaching around it before you go hit it.
Mhm.
Yeah. This is good stuff.
Yeah, I'll put the April 13th for our shop talk,
Yes. And what time is it going to start?
6:30 p.m.
Oh, okay. And then right after that, we're going to go into our meeting. So how long? How
Yeah,
long is the
6:30
shop
to
talk?
7. So
Like
half an
30
hour.
minutes.
30 minutes of shop talk?
Yeah,
Okay.
unless you want more, or
I mean, I can see an hour and a half being just blown like that. Just saying, especially when you get people that really want to chatter. Oh yeah.
well, if it goes an hour, it can. Right now we don't have a whole lot that we're covering. I mean, we're covering a spectrum, but we're also doing some side talk in our meetings
Yeah.
too. So
Well, and honestly, a lot of our board meeting stuff we could do over email or Facebook chat or something
Yeah.
like that. Voting on new members and stuff like that. I'm perfectly happy just doing those over email. as long as
why don't we
everybody-
plan on doing that so that it's at least for any new members that pop up in the next month, we can do that, on the spot
Okay.
instead of during the meeting, and
All right. I like that.
at the meeting, maybe just announce them.
Yeah.
Hey, welcome our new
recruit.
members. So and so and so, and
Recruit a vetting committee.
Yeah.
Yes.
Definitely. When you got them there, they'll be like, oh yeah, great.
We almost have enough members that we can start having committees now too.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Now, are we going to invite the swarm people too?
we're inviting all the members.
Yeah. Yeah.
members.
All
Oh,
members.
yeah.
Board
Yeah,
meetings
all
are
members.
open to all members, not
That's
just pros.
awesome.
So
Okay. To swarm capture and to the cutout pros.
Yeah,
mhm.
Awesome. I love it.
We should put a reminder on our Facebook group that we're gonna, everyone that's a paid member is invited to the tips shop talk meeting.
Yeah, yeah.
And that'll generate more interest of those people that are on the group but haven't paid up yet.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Who wants to do that? You want me to put something up there?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'll put
Mark's the
something on
man.
the group, and then a couple of days before the meeting, we'll post another
like a reminder.
on there and just remind people, hey, there's, if you want to learn something, we're going to be having a little shop talk.
Well, we do have, I was thinking, we talked about doing a public face. We have 157 members in our group, our Facebook group. I think that might do the trick, right? I mean, that if we're advertising the shop talk, that's a good place to start. But
Right.
do we still want to do like a public facing page?
I think so.
Yeah.
As a recruiting tool,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
nothing else.
Exactly.
I'm gonna make us throw out one suggestion here. Since we can stream our Zoom meetings to Facebook, what do you think about for the first month only streaming the shop talk part, not the whole board meeting, but just the shop talk to the group so that anybody in the group can see it? And then after the first month, then it's a members only thing.
Ooh. I like that.
Teaser.
Always the first one.
Free,
Yeah,
little
I would
boy.
tell people
The
the
other
first one's
thing-
always free.
The other
First
thing is, instead of
First one's always
streaming
free.
it too, we could also record the shop talk and afterward post it to our YouTube channel.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then
Well, I was going to do that
I
anyway
like that.
because it's easy enough to just take the whole recording and split it into two parts.
yeah,
So the board meeting goes to that part and then the shop talk goes to the other part.
Is there a limit on the size of a video that can be uploaded to Facebook? Like if we wanted to edit the video, if we needed to edit anything and then post that? Hey,
Well,
here's what
if we're doing a recorded video, I would put it on YouTube and then just post the link to the YouTube video. Because YouTube is a cleaner, higher resolution, and they don't have any bandwidth requirements that I've ever seen anyway.
Right.
That's how I would handle if we're just doing the recording.
And I know the videos I've seen on Facebook that are streamed and, obviously edited and uploaded and stuff, but even those are no more than like 10 or 15 minutes, for ones that I've seen.
I've seen some that have been an hour.
Okay.
So I guess YouTube doesn't care, or Facebook doesn't care either.
Maybe not.
So, well, that's the only thing I had to add to the meeting today.
So in my letter, I'm going to go ahead and mention the April 13th shop talk. I'm not going to mention anything about it being streamed on Facebook also. Now we might, if we're going to put that in the group, then that can be put in the group, but
Yeah, that's fine.
I am going to mention that it's, a member benefit also is having our monthly shop talk.
Yeah.
And I'll add in, I think another thing I was going to add in was that I forgot to put in the letter was that we are, watchdogging our legislature to make sure that we're not over legislated or, legislated when we don't want to be or for things we don't want to be. And when we are facing anything legal, we'd like to do it on our terms, not on someone else's.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, do we have anything else to add to the meeting? We've been going an hour and 15 minutes now.
I think so.
What time did the meeting start?
Started right at 6:30.
Right at 6:30. Okay,
Yes, sir.
excellent. I like it.
All right.
I'm looking forward to the
You go ahead and stop the recording, Chris.